Season 1 of Marathon had some problems. The Misriah shotgun ended up dominating after the Waster nerf. Signal jammers were basically mandatory. Implants were named after their stats, which literally told you nothing. And after a few months, the meta just kind of solidified. But Season 2 launches June 2nd, and Bungie is swinging hard to fix all of it, a lot of it, new weapons, a new shell, a new zone, if you will, and balance changes so wide they kind of, rewrote how implants work from scratch. This video is going to be everything you need to know about Season 2 before you drop in. If you enjoy marathon content, make sure you subscribe. We're trying to hit 25,000 subs by the end of the year. We are moving right along, honestly. It's a big goal of mine, and I would love to hit it, and you guys can help. If you enjoyed the video, if it doesn't waste your time, make sure you leave a like. Hype the video if you are on mobile, and let's get into it. The first thing is reset. Your vault's going to get wiped, your credits, faction levels, runner level, just all gone. Cosmetics stay, achievements stay, and anything you earn via the rewards pass carries over. There's an open play week from June 2nd to June 9th where the game is completely free to play on Steam and PlayStation and Xbox. Any progress you make during that week counts towards Season 2. So if you've been trying to get friends in, this is the window. Get them on the game. Honestly, a week is way better than just, a weekend to play. So yeah, one thing worth grabbing before the season ends, any unclaimed gear rewards from factions or the codex disappear. Cosmetics autocomplete, so you don't have to stress those, but loot rewards are gone if you don't claim them, which is kind of like, I guess at the end of the day. There will also be a new experimental mode running during the open play week called Sponsored Survival. I think this is a great decision by Bungie to do this, especially when a ton of people can play during this open week. One crew will drop into Night Marsh first, just that crew, the UESC, and whatever's lurking in the dark, and after a few minutes, rooks start backfilling into the map. Everyone's goal is survival, which I guess is not really any different than a regular map. There's an 18-minute timer, and when it hits 0, a single final exfil spawns. What happens at that exfil is entirely up to the people standing there. It's definitely PvP light. Crews have to bring a sponsored kit loadout. Nobody's rolling in fully geared. The rooks won't have all their upgrades. And Bungie is framing this as an experiment. It's just like duo queues or the other sponsored kit playlists, with a more dedicated PvE mode coming back in the back half of Season 2. I'm interested to see how this plays and what type of rewards and stuff you get from it. But speaking about Night Marsh, that's probably the big new addition. It's a night version of Dire Marsh, and Bungie's not really being subtle about what this zone is. They're calling it a horror survival experience. Now, I know a lot of people are just like, myself included, especially in the beginning, were like, a night map doesn't, that's not a huge addition to the game. But after seeing everything that gets put into Night Marsh, what Night Marsh is, the actual changes to the map, I'm a little more lenient on my criticism there. The anomaly will block paths. The long lines of sight kind of just vanish in the dark. If you shine your flashlight, you're going to get pooped on. There are fewer players on the map compared to the regular Day Marsh map, and I think that should make it feel even more tense. And speaking about flashlights, there's a whole new toolkit for fighting in the dark. Vector grenades create a field of revealing pulses and highlight enemies inside of it. Darksight Scopes activate this LiDAR night vision kind of thing when you ADS. Signal flares, available in different colors, red, green, and blue, are mostly used for comms and not really combat. And Vector rounds, a new mag perk that makes your bullet impacts leave pools of light where they land. The zone also has a new objective loop. You kill UESC, you get their certifications, and you use those to hack network towers and unlock loot caches. The exfil on Night Marsh is also locked behind these certifications, so you can't just sprint to an extract and get out of there. It's kind of like Outpost's restricted exfils. And all those mystery doors that were closed on the regular Dire Marsh map, they're going to be able to be opened up. There's staircases to stuff, elevators to stuff. Very excited to try it out. For those looking for the new shell, that is Sentinel. And this character is all about just area control. Not really area denial, we'll say control. If you want to lock down a room, Sentinel is going to be your shell. The prime ability is the Defender system. It is a deployable platform that auto destroys incoming grenades and missiles. It also gives nearby allies faster reload and better weapon stability. It's got limited charges. It's not infinite, but if you got that rocket drone flying above you, or people are just throwing grenades everywhere in Cryo, I definitely think it's going to be a game changer. I feel like this character is going to be a must-have on Cryo, honestly. The Snare Mine is the tactical. It is a thrown proximity mine that will detonate into immobilizing sub-munitions. Basically, it's going to stop people in their tracks. Prey Tracker is the trait ability, activating a short-range motion tracking so that you can see moving enemies on radar within a cone in front of you. I think a lot of people are saying it's like the heartbeat sensor. The passive Castle Doctrine gives you faster weapon handling for SMGs, pistols, and shotguns based on how many enemies are nearby. Again, that's going to be sick for Cryo. Plus, increased resistances when you take splash damage. There's 10 Sentinel-specific cores, including one Prestige core that makes enemy grenades just neutralized by your defender system, and then you can loot those grenades and then throw them back. That's pretty funny to me. I'm actually looking forward to this character a lot. We got 2 new weapons, and they did in Season 1 add the blue unique weapon, so I'm not so sure that this is just going to be the only weapons we get this season. We'll see what happens. But the first one is the KKV-9SD, a pistol frame SMG with an integrated suppressor. I think this gun looks sick. Marathon vets might recognize that name. It fires at 1,200 rounds per minute. And apparently that's the fastest rate of fire they've ever shipped for any weapon ever. It's going to take pistol mods and chips. And they're saying that it just eats shotgun rushers for breakfast. And apparently there's a prestige mod for it that heals you when you break an enemy shield. Mucho bueno. The second one is the D54 Battle Pistol, a fully automatic 3-round burst handgun. Kind of reminds me of the Rafikas from Modern Warfare 2. Shout out if you're that old, the original Modern Warfare 2. Apparently, it's designed to sit between pistol and magnum archetypes to win 1v1 duels. It's the thing that you're going to swap to when you're mid-fight and you don't have time to reload that first weapon. Its prestige mod, called Daredevil, stacks up to 2 charges by getting kills while the stock is folded, and then unleashes a 9-round super burst when you unfold it. Think maybe the Trespasser from Destiny 2. Both weapons do support the new folding stock mods. You can keep the stock collapsed for hip fire bonuses and movement speed, or unfold it for ADS accuracy and range. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for both those weapons. Let me know in the comments down below if you have one that you are really trying to get your hands on. For balance changes, the Misriah, let's talk about it. Bungie's approach here, kind of clever. Instead of nerfing the gun directly, they're kind of gutting the mod that made it broken. Slick mags, rate of fire bonuses are just gone entirely. The gun itself will get a small base fire rate increase to compensate, but you're not getting that slick mag bonus anymore. Pellet spread is also going up. Hip fire will be by 10% and ADS by 5%. The full auto prestige mod is also being reworked. The fire rate is going to drop, but it's going to have 2 distinct firing modes. Hip fire gives you full auto with widespread, but massive stability, while ADS gives you a tight spread and longer range, but kind of removes the full auto. It's the same gun, but now you have to think about which version you're going to use. There's some weapons that are going to get some significant buffs. Looking at the overrun, it's going to have significantly less recoil, like up to 50% horizontal recoil. The CE sidearm gets a massive aim assist overhaul. It's going to have increased magnetism and cone size at range, so that will be more viable. Grenades are getting a longer ready animation. The frag grenade is losing 15% of its max damage. The heat grenade loses 50% of its damage. And signal jammers, the crutch of Season 1, if I can say that without getting crucified, now flicker off when you are shot, get hit, or use an ability. And they no longer block the Prestige Recon Core either. For chips and mods, 8 new chips are rotating in and 2 are rotating out. Stack Overflow, gone. Optimal Prime, gone. The highlights that are coming in: Brain Freeze triggers a frost explosion on precision downs or kills. Alarmist makes your bullet impacts spawn scan drone alerts after you ADS for a moment. So that's the sucker bot thing. So you're gonna like shoot at somebody, ADS, and then it's gonna go or whatever the sound it makes. Scrapyard gives kills a chance to drop heal items or materials, and Bounty Hunter's credit rewards are being increased. And I'm actually looking forward to this because I feel like you can make a ton of money. It's going to go up to 100 credits on Superior instead of 25 credits. The Darksight Scopes that we talked about earlier are a new mod family. Every weapon archetype gets one. They're going to have deluxe and superior rarities. They're not just for Night Marsh. Bungie said that they want them to be useful everywhere. So we'll see what happens. Implants and the Cradle implants are getting a full rework. In Season 1, they were named after their stats, which wasn't really that helpful because what actually mattered was the random perk that was attached to them. In Season 2, it's going to flip that. The perk is now the primary thing. Each implant has one fixed perk, a fixed stat package, and its name reflects what it actually does. So you can look at an item and know what it is, what it does immediately now. Some implants are only going to drop at higher rarities, and I think that these are all good changes. The Cradle is a new season-long progression system that basically replaces the faction stat trees. You feed it weapons and gear through the matter converter. You level it up to earn energy, and then you allocate that energy to 6 stat categories wherever you want. No penalties. You can reallocate them at any time. It resets each season, but the point is that it will give you a cleaner, more direct access to your stats and how you want to build them without having to grind a specific faction first. And I think that's for the best. I hope that one day we can have like loadout save. So if I switch to Destroyer, I can be like, I want to use the Destroyer Cradle thing that I set up, but we'll see what happens. Also, one last thing, Twitch drops are going to be live June 2nd through June 9th. You can watch any marathon stream for like 15 minutes and you get a weapon sticker. 3 hours, you get a Magnum weapon coding thing. If you gift a sub, you get a bully coding. So, shameless plug. I stream on twitch.tv/holotide_. I would love to get the OG Holotide name. There's a lot of lore to why I don't have it, but you can help me out. Come over there, follow the channel, hang out with us. I like to play with viewers and stuff like that. I would really appreciate it. I've been trying to grow that Twitch channel for a long time. Season 2 starts June 2nd, open play. June 9th is when it ends. Ranked returns June 14th. Cryo is back on June 11th. It's a pretty good, Season 2 mix up with all the stuff. They, rewrote the implants. They're rebuilding progression. There's like an actual horror zone in the game now. 2 new weapons. They've reworked the gun meta. And with the free week, I think it's a great time to hop into Marathon. Obviously, it's not going to completely fix the game and all the problems or whatever, but it's a good start. I'm excited to see the other experimental modes. I'm waiting for that TDM respawn mode, man. But let me know in the comments down below if you're excited for Season 2. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.
All my presets.
Holotide is in the chat, dude. Holotide from Twitter. That's the only place I know him from.
Damn, that's it?
Right? I feel like it's an insult to say, like, Blink from Twitter. Somebody said that to me yesterday, and I was like, damn, this is really my impact.
Corey's one of the best tweeters I know, man.
Holotide from Twitter.